This was me at 200 pounds. Safe to say, I didn't skip any meals. 2 years later, I lost 62 pounds of fat and gained 20 pounds of muscle. All from a tiny apartment, 2 dumbbells, and a lockdown. I didn't follow any special diets. If I had known this one thing sooner, I would have saved years of trial and error. Tip 1. Ditch the salads and eat the junk. Wait, stay with me now. When I was 6 years old, me and my mom were in the grocery store and I saw spinach. I thought, wait, Papa eats spinach and he's strong. So I convinced my mom to get me spinach. We went back home. I took a bite of that spinach. Why does this taste so nasty? Papa, you lied to me. This is terrible. And growing up as a fat kid, I felt that deep sting of trying to eat healthy so I could stop getting bullied for being called fat. However, I also didn't know what I know today. But the point I'm trying to drive here is eat the food you enjoy. I couldn't even stick to the spinach. First of all, to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. That means you burn more calories than you consume. Sounds obvious, but hard to do in practice. And this is the trick that changed everything for me. So look at this awesome motion graphics I made so you can understand why. Pancakes versus low-calorie pancakes. Cereal versus low-calorie cereal. Or ice cream versus low-calorie ice cream. If you haven't figured it out, are you okay? The meals are lower in calories. They're gonna help you get into a calorie deficit and they're gonna keep your stomach full for longer because often low-calorie dense foods are higher in volume. Your taste buds win and your body wins. Oh, this is some of my favorite low-calorie dense foods that you may want to steal. Number 1, we got popcorn. I like watching movies and eating popcorn. Number 2, potatoes. They're like my favorite vegetable, so yeah, I think it's like the most popular vegetable in the world, potatoes, and they're really low in calories. Number 2, chicken pasta with spinach.
Wait, what? Did he say spinach?
Yes, I said spinach. So I would mix spinach with the foods I like. Vegetables are very low caloric dense. The more vegetables you can eat, the better. So you're basically trying to find ways to make the food you like lower in calories and higher in volume. What I would do now, I want a brownie. I would YouTube search low calorie brownie and you'd find a whole bunch of recipes and yeah, go from there. The diet that works is the diet you can stick to for the rest of your life. Fast forward to teenage me now. I'm losing weight, eating my popcorn, but as I'm looking in the mirror, I thought, am I going to lose all that weight just to become skinny? Everyone then's gonna start calling me Jack Skellington. So I decided to put on some muscle, which is tip number 2. Adding just 10 pounds of muscle, you can burn an extra 200 to 300 calories per day. Over a month, that's up to 9,300 extra calories that you can eat. If you're a guy, I already know you want to train your chest and arms. And if you're a girl, I already know you want to train your butts and legs. Which is fine to get you going at first, but ultimately, you're gonna want to train your whole body. Here's the training hack. Do compound lifts. These are basically exercises that use multiple muscle groups at the same time. This way you'll train more of your muscles for less time. It's much more impactful and also overall better for your weight loss journey compared to doing isolated exercises like bicep curls. So because the gyms near me were shut down in my area, I couldn't really go outside and do cardio, and that is because of a certain someone. So my living room turned into dumbbell central. I was out there lifting dumbbells nearly every day, but I wasn't gaining muscle, and I thought, what's going on here? But then I learned the 3 things to ensure that you're building muscle the most effective way. If you miss one of these 3 things, then you're actually leaving your muscle gains on the table. Enough overall calories for energy, which allows you to train until your muscles practically beg you to stop, aka Mr. Train to Failure. That's how you create those microscopic tears that force them to grow back thicker and bigger. Number 2, you need enough protein to repair those tears. Number 3, drink plenty of water because your muscle is basically like a plant. It needs water to grow. Step 4, repeat. If you're asking how often you should train your muscle, usually 2 to 3 times per week is best. But I'm gonna throw in something everyone does not like. Cardio! So cardio is king. It's been the king for centuries. If you want the best weight loss results, cardio is gonna beat weightlifting. Everyone gives the argument that weightlifting is better than cardio because of the fact that I mentioned that you can burn more calories if you have muscle. But if you're good at cardio, you can easily burn 500 to 1,000 calories per day with less time. A weightlifting session is never gonna beat a cardio session in terms of burning calories. Cardio is also gonna help build muscle. Now this goes against all the advice on YouTube where it's like, don't do cardio is gonna ruin your muscle gains, etc. The reason why cardio is gonna build more muscle is you're gonna be fitter to handle harder workouts. You're gonna be able to rest less in between weightlifting sets. And also, if you're really good at cardio, nutrition partitioning is better for you. So cardio is really just a good secret hack. But the best advice, don't bite off more than you can chew. Build your cardio and weightlifting experience slowly over time. Which leaves me to my third tip. What if I told you the best fat loss tip was not to lose the fat quickly? Wait, just hear me out. People are trying to lose weight as fast as possible. They lose the weight quickly, but they can't keep it off. Half the battle is losing the weight. The other half of the battle is keeping that weight off. Because they didn't build the habit of learning to eat consistently low-calorie dense foods or working out consistently, keeping that weight off is now impossible. I get why people want to lose weight fast, they want to turn their life around, but if you lose it very quickly, like let's say you starve yourself and then you start eating again, you're gonna put the weight back on so quickly and so easily. I took the tortoise route and not the hare route. Rushing it never worked for me. So what I did was I aimed for 2.2 pounds per month, also 1 kilogram per month. This way I would lose pure fat and keep as much muscle as possible, because if you're losing weight quickly, like more than 1% of your body weight per week, there's a good chance you're actually losing muscle alongside that. Not only that, losing the weight slowly also gave me the opportunity to keep that weight off. If you learn to be patient with your progress and think, if you take my path and lose 2.2 pounds per month, in a year that is over 26 pounds, 12 kilograms of pure fat. But if losing more than that suits you and it actually works out, that's great, do that. Ultimately, you have to do what works best for you. Remember, the slower you lose the weight, the higher your chances are to keep that weight off forever. So don't get discouraged if you lose half a pound per week, that's great. Sure, sometimes it might feel like watching paint dry, losing the weight so slowly, but that is exactly why it works. Give yourself time. Permanent changes take time. The slower it is, the more permanent it's gonna be. And that is how I lost 62 pounds and gained 20 pounds of muscle.